Welcome back to CAISTROLOGY, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Cailin, and today I'm going to be doing your April 2021 horoscope. Make sure you watch for your ascendant, sun and moon sign, and if you only have time to watch one today, I recommend that you watch your ascendant sign horoscope. On CAISTROLOGY, I also do tarot pick-a-card readings, tarot monthly predictions, and just a bit of housekeeping for today. There won't be any monthly tarot predictions for April 2021, but I will let you guys know when that will be returning. Without further ado, enjoy your April 2021 horoscope. Hi Libra Sun, Moon and Risings. Welcome to your April 2021 horoscope. The month starts off with Mercury entering the sign of Aries on the 4th of April, which means it will be transiting your 7th house of partnerships and relationships of all kinds. So with Mercury here, if you are in a relationship, you may find that your partner is extremely busy over the next couple of weeks. They may just be constantly on the phone or sending emails or have a really demanding work period at work. Now, on a different level, you could be signing contracts together with your partner for something or with a business partner, or you could even be signing on with a new business partner. Now, on the 10th of April, Mars in Gemini in your 9th house will be squaring Neptune in Pisces in your 6th house. So the 9th house is all about travel, higher education, and broadening your worldviews and perspectives, whereas the 6th house is concerned with your daily work environment, your health, and your anything in your life which is out of balance. Okay, so with this square between Mars and Neptune, this is already a tense aspect, and essentially it can cause a lot of confusion for you. It is a very brief transit, but having said that, you may feel confused about where you're currently working. It may not allow you enough travel opportunities, and that could be making you feel like, you don't want to work there anymore. You may have some issues crop up with health, which make it kind of unclear as to whether you will be able to travel, or even just your future in general may seem uncertain on this particular day. And certainly with education, you may be questioning if the education that you are pursuing is going to lead you to what you want to do for a job every day of your life. So this is just a passing moment in time. It's not going to have long-term tangible results, but I would just suggest that you don't make any important decisions with regard to education, travel, or work on the 10th of April. Now, on the 12th of April, there will be a new moon in Aries at 22 degrees, and this is in your 7th house. It's actually making a sextile to Mars in Gemini in your 9th house, and this is a really harmonious and positive aspect. So new moons always indicate a new beginning in some area of our life, and considering that it's in your 7th house of partnerships, this can play out in a few of the following different ways. Just bearing in mind, Libra, that this is a general reading, so not every single transit is going to apply to you in the way that I'm delivering this reading. So you may start a new relationship, all right? So for those of you who are single, this could be a friend, all right? Because Gemini rules friendships, and the fact that it's sextiling Mars in Gemini can show that it's a friend. It could be someone who's actually from a different cultural background to you, because Mars is in your 9th house, and the 9th house represents foreign travel. So it could be that you meet this person while you are abroad, or it could be that, like I said, they're of a different cultural background to you, and then this relationship can be taken to the next level. It doesn't actually have to play out in a romantic way. This individual could go on to become a very close one-on-one friend of yours, or even it could be a new business partnership. So for those of you who are in a relationship, this new moon in your 7th house could see you getting engaged or getting married, And even if, you're just at the beginning stages of dating, for some of you, this could just be making your relationship exclusive and, taking it very seriously, or even moving in together as well, or traveling abroad with your partner. That's another exciting way that this can play out. And it doesn't matter what stage of your relationship you're in. You could be married, you could be engaged, you could have just been, not everyone believes in marriage, obviously. Maybe you've been dating for several years and the two of you decide to move abroad together and start a new journey in that respect. Now, for some of you, this could be the dissolvement of a marriage or a business partnership. But the good news is that if that is the case, this will actually be an amicable separation. And the reason for that is that Mars is the ruler of your 7th house, which is in Aries. So at the very least, your partner's going to be trying to work with you, not work against you. And again, this could be a marriage partner, a business partner, or someone that you've been in a long-term relationship. Now, also on the 12th of April, Venus in Aries in your 7th house will be squaring Pluto in Capricorn in your 4th house. So this transit is occurring within about an hour of the new moon. So all of this can definitely be related. You may be having disagreements with your romantic partner over topics such as your parents, all right, so your family life, because this is a square to your 4th house, which represents your family. It could be disagreements with your partner regarding property or where the two of you live. And again, that's indicated by this square to the 4th house. It could even be disagreements about whether or not you want to start your own family. And on a different level, the 4th house represents your deep-seated psychological roots. So if there are any issues there, this could be causing issues for you and your partner. And the nature of Pluto is that it's quite a subconscious issue, and you may not even realize the hold that this emotional issue has over your life, and your partner could just be bringing it to your attention, which could obviously be triggering for you. Now, with this square from your 7th house to your 4th house, you might actually have disagreements with your partner, with your parents about your partner, or it could be about your business partner, or disagreements with your parents about how you're raising your second-born child. Now, another way that this can play out is that your second-born child could be arguing with your parents, which would obviously be their grandparents. And lastly, if you're not in a relationship, you don't have children, you may, or even if you did have a relationship but now you're single, you may be feeling pressure from your family to be in a relationship. Even if your parents aren't around anymore, this could be feeling like, you were raised to always have a partner and to, not be single, or you were advised by your parents that, it's always better if you have someone with you. So you could just feel like the residual pressure from being raised that way to be told, you should always be in a partnership. And now this is somehow playing out for you at a conscious psychological level. So on the 15th of April, we have Venus moving into the sign of Taurus, and this will be in your 8th house. With Venus in the 8th house, you can be enjoying more emotional intimacy with your partner. Your partner could actually receive a bonus from work or even from their own business if they have one. And on a different level, your sex life could really improve with Venus in your 8th house. Now, on the 19th of April, Mercury will be entering the sign of Taurus, and then the Sun will be entering the sign of Taurus. So essentially, this is kicking off Taurus season. So with Mercury and the Sun in your 8th house together, You'll be focusing a lot on your mutual resources with your significant other or with your business partner if you have one, or it could be you focusing on intimacy within your relationship with your significant other. If you're not in a relationship, it could just be that you are very interested in psychology at this time, or the occult or spirituality. So, it could be anything to do with tarot readings, astrology readings, numerology, or even engaging in these practices yourself. It doesn't have to be soliciting the services of someone in this industry. You don't have to be purchasing an astrology reading. It could just be that you are doing a lot of deep research into these topics. Now, some of you may be receiving an inheritance, or if you have a business which is connected to psychology, the occult, emergency services, finances, or other people's resources, this could be a very, very busy period for you, but it could actually be quite a fruitful period for you. Now, on the 23rd of April, Mars will enter the sign of Cancer, and this means that Mars will be in your 10th house of career and public visibility. It has been about 2 years, actually over 2 years, since you last had Mars entering the sign of Cancer. So this is such an energizing time for you with regard to putting effort into your career, Libra, because Mars likes being around the top of the chart, okay? Whether that's, your midheaven or close to your midheaven. Your midheaven doesn't have to be in Cancer, but in any case, Mars is very effective and productive when it is in the 10th house. Mars likes to strategize, plan, fix problems, and just go in and, cut things out which don't suit you. So this is like a streamlining process. So anything which is slowing you down in your career, Mars will just go in and take a knife to it and be like, this has got to go, that's got to go. It's just like slashing things left, right, and center. Wow, this reading got really violent, but nonetheless, with Mars in your 10th house, any problems that need fixing, you can get onto it. You could find the problem or the solution. You may find yourself being quite ruthless when it comes to your strategy of how you want to, get what you want and get things done. This can see you experience conflict with your boss at this time because Mars is quite an aggressive and antagonistic planet. This could be coming from you or it could be coming from them. Either way, I would say that it's more likely to be your boss getting quite short or abrupt with you because Mars is the ruler of your 7th house, which is your descendant sign. Nonetheless, it is actually a good time for you to take a big risk. So if there's some kind of new venture or new service that you want to launch, or even if you want to start your own business and put yourself out there, Mars likes taking risks because in Vedic astrology, Mars is quite strategic, okay? So, I am a tropical astrologer, but I just wanted to put this out there that Mars is an effective strategist. So you can be calculating, you can think 10 steps ahead over this 7-week period. Mars will be in your 10th house from the 23rd of April until the 11th of June. So this is a time to take on more responsibility at work, to put effort towards your public image and visibility. Any efforts that you make with regard to your career will be perceived by the public as you putting effort into your career, and it will have a great return on this investment of your time. Now, for some of you, this will be a good time for you to start getting your ducks in a row to put the wheels in motion for your retirement plan, okay? Not all of you are going to be in your 20s and 30s who are watching this and spring chickens when it comes to your career. It doesn't matter how old you are while you're watching this video. Your public life is your public life. So a lot of you can be already retired on a different note, and some of you may be starting a new initiative or coming out of retirement. It can absolutely cut both ways, Libra. Now, on the 23rd of April, we will also see Venus, which is your ruling planet, being conjunct Uranus in Taurus. So this is going to be in your 8th house, and this can see you spending money on things like tarot readings, astrology readings, spirituality, the occult industry, because Venus is how we like to spend money, and this will have an amazing return on your investment, Libra. And the reason for that is that Libra is your ruling planet, and this can lead to a sudden healing or sudden release and purging of any kind of trapped pain or trauma. This actually is a great day for you to do some kind of chakra alignment or release work. Even if you just look up a guided meditation on cutting cords, you may find that you have this like unexpected and abrupt, just, total reset when it comes to your deep-seated emotional life and any kind of psychological issues or fears that you've been dealing with. Now, the very next day, on the 24th of April, Mercury will be conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and again, this will be in your 8th house. So this can provide you with sudden insights into your inner psyche. Both of these transits will be about 1 day each, so really this is a 48-hour period where you can basically take a quantum leap when it comes to any kind of psychological issues that you have been dealing with. Now, on the 27th of April, there will be a full moon in Scorpio at 7 degrees, and this is in your 2nd house. Every time we have a full moon, we have the moon being in one sign and then the sun being in the sister sign. So the sun will be in Taurus, and it will be conjunct Uranus, and this will be in your 8th house. So full moons always indicate a new beginning or a chapter ending in our life. So for some of you Libras, you may unexpectedly receive a lump sum of money thanks to Uranus's involvement in this full moon on a different level. Some of you may see a stream of financial income suddenly come to a close. And lastly, with this full moon, you may actually resolve some kind of issue pertaining to your self-worth, because the 2nd house rules anything that we value. The 8th house represents your emotional security. So it is sitting on that axis of healing and self-worth and emotional issues. Lastly, for April, on the 28th, we will see Pluto station retrograde in Capricorn in your 4th house. Pluto goes retrograde for about 5 months every year. So it's not a huge deal, but just something to note is that you may be feeling particularly emotional on this day, especially when it comes to matters revolving around your home life where you live and your parents and your family life. So Libra, that's all I have for you for April 2021. If you enjoyed this horoscope, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more content from me at CAISTROLOGY, please subscribe to my channel. Enjoy April 2021, Libra, and I will see you guys next month.